I got a call from a company on Wall Street. And it's a very fast-growing, one of the fastest-growing companies on Wall Street. And the interesting thing about it to me is that they make a lot of money and they're growing super fast, but the average age is about 25 as far as their salespeople go. And they're just hungry. They're just like you guys. They're hungry, they're young, and they just don't take no for an answer. So they called me and asked me to do a keynote speech at their national convention in Atlantic City a couple years ago. So I did it, had a great time. They were 300 of their top salespeople qualified for this deal. And it was just a group about this size, as a matter of fact. Fantastic, great people, a lot of fun. And I never heard from them again. I just did a speech, and that's what they wanted. So I get a call from the president, who's 39 years old. He's a self-made billionaire, 39 years old, started from scratch. Nice guy, tough as nails, mentally tough, focused like you can't believe. He calls me up and he says, Steve, I got a problem. And I said, okay, what's happening? He said, well, I'll tell you what, since Atlantic City, baby, oh, we're making money. Oh, it's good. I mean, I got 300 of the richest salespeople on Wall Street, and we're cranking, man. It's just going really well. I said, all right, what's the problem? I mean, it sounds pretty good to me. Why do you call it? He said, I have 25-year-old salespeople going to the emergency room with chest pains. He said, you're the mental toughness guy. Can you help? And I said, I don't know. Let me think about it. I'll get back to you. So I'm driving home from the office that night to my house, and Einstein's quote came into my head. A problem cannot be solved at the same level of consciousness or thinking in which it occurs. So I thought, okay, these salespeople are going to the emergency room because they're putting this pressure that we talked about earlier with the balloon, right, on themselves. It doesn't exist in the universe, but in their minds it exists. Perception is reality. Yeah. So I know it's a very low level of consciousness, but they can't see it. Can't see the forest for the trees, like Einstein talked about. So I thought, okay, I've got something. Called Michael back the next day. I said, I think I got an answer for you. Didn't even ask me what it is. He says, great, I'll see you in New York. That's the way the guy is. He's amazing. So I went to New York, and I went to their office, 300 of their top salespeople. And you had to sort of see this office to believe it. It's, I guess it's about the size of a football field. It's one level, and they work in these like half cubicles. You can still see all the salespeople. They're like ants when you go up on the top and look down. And they're all over the place. And you can see them all, but it's like one floor, and it's like the most intense thing. They have this big alarm that goes off when the market opens, and they start selling, and they sell by phone. And this is kind of what it sounds like. It's the best I can do. They work with these headsets, and they have these appointment setters, I guess you call them, up on these risers, and they say, okay, I've got John Smith on line 6, go. And they wear these headsets like this, and they pace like tigers in a cage. It's wild. You got to see it to believe it. Okay, now talk to me, baby. 6.5%. I can't make any money on you. You're killing me. Geez, now will you be reasonable, John? We've been doing business for years. You won't let me make any money. I just they're like this all the time, and they're good, but they're tense. They're tense. So I came up with this idea, this crazy idea. So Michael gets up there, the president, and he says, all right, you guys, fall in. The same size as the crowd as you guys. And they're all standing by their cubicle. They got the Armani suits on, the Gucci fancy whatever suits, and the alligator $2,000 shoes, and the fancy dresses, and the whole, and they're standing there looking at me. Now, I knew them from Atlantic City, but not all that. They look like they might attack at any time. I wasn't sure. A little worried about that, but they're standing by their cubicles. And we're right before the market opens, and they're looking at their watches. And Michael goes, all right, you guys, fall in. He said, look, I'm not going to waste any time introducing SteveSiebold. You already met him in Atlantic City. This is how they talk. You already met him, so let's not waste any time. Let's just get to it. Here's the bottom line. I don't know what he's going to tell you, because he hasn't even told me. But this is at the end of the day, this is what it is, you guys. I don't want any feedback. I don't want any pushback. Just do what the man tells you to do. He's a mental toughness coach. Just do what he tells you to do. And he starts pointing people out. You just do what he says. Especially you. And then he goes, all right, Steve, you're on. I'm like, great intro. Yeah. Thank you. Wow. Came all the way from Florida for this. So I got up there, and they're all looking at me pretty mean and everything. You ever see the movie Wall Street? Michael Doug, Gordon, this is 300 Gordon geckos. Nice people, they're really nice, but they're tough as nails. So I was like before, I said that, these guys eat their young, same kind of thing. So I walk up, and they're all looking at me real seriously, and I said, okay, guys. I said, well, let me first of all congratulate you on your success. Wow. Whew. Since I seen you in Atlantic City, just great things. Congratulations. I'm not going to change anything you're doing in sales, because obviously you're doing it, and you're doing it darn well. Great job. I'm just going to add a couple of things today, and then I'm going to let you sell and do just what you do every day. You're not going to change a thing. Just a couple additions. So if you'll reach under your desk, you'll see one of these moose head masks. You just see him looking at me. I had to keep a straight face, or I can't laugh. Blows the whole thing. So if you reach under there and get the moose head mask, and I said, and I've had these custom made on the West Coast, and they go right over your headphones. I said, so just go ahead and put the moose head mask on over these are Wall Street killers. Put it over your headset, and then it's got the little Velcro straps, which are very convenient for this. So put them on there, put the Velcro on. And then you just see them looking. I had to keep a straight face all the time, so I'm like, okay. And I'm wanting to laugh, but I can't laugh. So I said, now once and they're all putting it on. They didn't say anything though yet. So I said, all right, now one of the things is you have to pull the top down, because it's important that you see the little eyes. That's very important. You got to get the whole effect here. So pull those down, and all of a sudden one of them said, Michael, what's the deal? Come on, what is this? And Michael jumps up. He goes, guys, I told you. Listen to what he says. And he had the mask on too, so it added a lot to it. Flopping around. And I gotta keep a straight face. So I'm back there going, don't laugh, Steve, don't laugh. Mental toughness, control, don't laugh. So I said, all right, you guys. Okay, go ahead, Steve. So I said, all right. Everyone have it on? Okay, it looks good. Those look good. Just keep the antlers up. That's good. And they're all looking at me. So if you reach in your front drawer, just one other thing, and I'll let you guys sell. I don't want to stop your selling here. There's one of these clown noses, and it's a one size fits all, which is convenient. So just put the nose on. Keep your ears up. Gotta keep the ears up. You gotta have that. So, and that's it. They're all looking at me. I can't laugh. So I said, that's it. Just do what you do all day long. Don't change a thing. All you have to do is just keep the antlers on and the nose. We'll debrief at 4 o'clock when the market closes, and we'll go from there. Good luck. Go sell something. And you guys, without even missing a beat, get John Smith on line 2. Let's go. They forgot all about it. Okay, now come on. Can we do some business here today? Because you're killing me, man. I mean, I don't know why I came into work. I can't make any money on you. Jeez. And all of a sudden they'd look out and they'd see the antlers going across the office. And they just break out laughing and be like, I'm sorry. No, I'm not laughing at you, John. I'll call you back. I'll call you back. I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at you. This went on for 8 solid hours. It was one of the funniest things I should have brought these guys, the film crew, with me. I didn't film it, but I should have. Can you imagine? I could have sold it on television. It had been the new reality show. Wall Street, the reality, or something like that. So at the end of the day, we did the debrief. They went through the whole day with it, and they kept it on. They did exactly what I asked them to do. At the end of the day, we had them up here, and they were standing. I said, all right, you guys, great job today. What did you learn? Remember, young group, all under 40 years old salespeople, most of them in their 20s. And like some of the people here, as a matter of fact. So little guy in the back of the room, maybe 21, 22 years old, raising his hand like this. I said, go ahead. And he said, I got it. I got it. Message received. I said, okay, what'd you get? He said, we got to lighten up. We got to lighten up. I mean, yeah, we're all making all this money, and this is all fantastic, and we're living our dream, and hey, great. It's not worth dying in the process for. Let's lighten up and still be successful and not die, not go to the hospital with chest pains. It's not worth it. Let's remember to lighten up. Message received, thank you. And I said, there it is. That's the end of it. Debrief over. I said, so here's what I want you to do as you go forward. Just take this mask. Don't change anything you're doing, obviously, with your selling. But take this mask and put it on the corner. We just lost South America down here. Got a little problem down there in Brazil. I don't know what's happening. You never know what's going to happen when you're on stage. I'm telling you, just got to be prepared for everything. So I told him, I said, put the mask in your desk, and then when you get really tense and the pressure's mounting and you're thinking these low-level thoughts, then just remember to lighten up.